Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 21st of December, the morning edition. I'm James Spann. It's cold today, windy, just a raw type day despite the sun. And next week, some rain for Christmas Day. Will it snow somewhere near here the day after? We'll find out. Let's take a look. We'll check some of the Skycam shots. These were captured early this morning at the insane hour of 5 o'clock. Folks out there Christmas shopping at that early hour. That's our trustful Skycam. It's clear and cold. Most spots are below freezing. There's a look at downtown Fayette. And up the road, downtown Haleyville. A whopper of a dynamic trough over the east. That's been driving the big blizzard up north. We had the tornado activity on the Gulf Coast yesterday morning. And even now, we still got some snow issues up in the north. And it's hard to get away from the cold air. You can't hide. It covers most all of the nation now. And we will not make it out of the 40s today. And that strong wind will make it feel colder. The blizzard is kind of winding down, but still winter storm issues from Michigan, Indiana, and points east. A few pockets up there under winter storm warnings. Now, the counties down here in red, those are counties under a red flag warning. That's a wildfire danger because of the very dry air, the low dew points, and the high wind. And here's the rain for the next 7 days. This carries us through Friday morning of next week, showing rain amounts of about 1 inch here. And, of course, the next system is due in here early next week. Let's take a look at the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid at noon today. This is the 06Z run. And this is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. There's your big trough over the east, and down below that you can see the tight pressure gradient. Windy, cold, highs only in the upper 40s today, and that wind will make it feel colder. And again, because of the very dry air, just be aware there is a forest fire danger. Tomorrow, we'll start the day in the 20s. Both models are printing 26, but we warm up into the low 50s with a sunny sky. And Sunday should be a nice day. We note moisture increasing a little west of here. We'll call it partly sunny Sunday. In fact, clouds might start to increase if this is right. But again, I think we'll stay dry. And the high close to 60 on Sunday afternoon. Monday, Christmas Eve. The initial impulse producing some showers. This is suggesting nothing heavy. We note that secondary disturbance out there in the Rockies. That energy will help to spin up a pretty decent surface low on Christmas Day, but the high Monday should be at or just over 60. All right, this is Christmas Day, midday, noon. You can see the energy off to the west. Down below that, a surface low begins to form. And where that thing forms will determine what happens here. And, we're several days out, but there's been some decent agreement. So let's see what we have now. This is the GFS depicting a surface low near Longview, Texas. A warm front stretching from that thing with rain over Mississippi and Alabama on Christmas Day. So we'll forecast a good chance of rain at times, and certainly no snow there. We never thought about a white Christmas here, but a wet Christmas with highs probably 60 to 65. Tuesday night, that surface low deepens rapidly, and it's near Tupelo, Mississippi. And this would suggest potential for a really significant snow for Arkansas Tuesday night. If you're in Little Rock or Fayetteville or Fort Smith or Harrison, hey, this might be your Christmas night snow that you've been looking for. But for us, we're in the wrong position for snow. That would just be wet Christmas night. Maybe some thunder, by golly, if that position is right. And then at midday Wednesday, the surface low is up there around Bristol, Virginia. And the wraparound moisture comes into North Alabama, but it's not cold enough for any snowflakes. We have seen other runs that are. This run is not. This is just suggesting windy and colder with rain ending and no excitement. All right, well, let's look at the other models. Let's look at the European. This is Christmas Day at midday. Pretty similar to the GFS. It's got the surface low on the Texas-Louisiana border. And this is suggesting maybe some snow for, almost Fort Worth, Texas, and points west. But again, that would be a wet Christmas day. The model consistency is very good in that idea. All right, Tuesday night at midnight, Christmas night. Again, there's very good agreement. Surface low is up around Tupelo, Mississippi, and Nashville. We would be wet, and a big snow again for Arkansas. This is really looking snowy for the state of Arkansas Christmas night. So if you're looking for a decent snow, that might be the place to be. And then Wednesday at midday, the surface low is over North Carolina. Little wraparound moisture. It's much colder now. The Europeans got the 540 line down to Montgomery. We would be in the 30s on Wednesday. And I think that's right. I do think, our idea is that temperatures fall into the 30s with rain ending, maybe a chance of snow flurries in the backside, but North Alabama certainly would not see any issues here. Maybe a flake or two, and that's it. The better chance of accumulating snow, Tennessee and Kentucky. And that's kind of the theme in our forecast, and I think that still looks pretty good. Now, let's look at some other models. What do you say? Let's get deep here. Let's look at the Canadian. All right, this is Christmas night. It's got the surface low at Valdosta, Georgia. At 540 line creeping into Alabama. And then on Wednesday, it's got the surface low up there around, Savannah. And a chance of snow over North Alabama. And that one maybe even suggests accumulating snow, but that's kind of an outlier. I think the idea of just going with rain ending Wednesday, much colder, maybe a few flurries is good. But let's look at the no gaps, the Navy no gaps. I told you we're digging deep here. This is valid midday Wednesday. It's got the surface low around Greenville, South Carolina. And again, a very cold day with a chance of snow flurries, but clearly the better chance of accumulating snow, Tennessee and Kentucky. So we'll kind of roll with that idea. So maybe a flake or two, especially over the Tennessee Valley, but no accumulating snow. But remember, that's going to change. All right, more model madness. Let's go out there to New Year's Day. How about this? January 1st, 2013. A sub-1,000 millibar low at Fort Walton Beach. But the air is not really cold enough to support snow there. And on the 2nd, the low moves northeast and it pulls down colder air with some changeover to snow. So another Gulf Coast type system to watch. And of course, this is pure speculation out here, but we've seen a lot of consistency in the idea. Into the forecast on January 5th, trough over the northeast and a cold front coming through in fairly uneventful fashion. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. And don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.